So we're going to run through a flow, which you could use at the end of a run or another activity, or if you've been sitting for a long time all day, maybe tight through the hips, tight through the lower back, just a 10-minute flow just to start to loosen off the body and to stretch out that area. So we're going to come to start in our child's pose position. So taking the knees nice and wide on the mat, feet together at the back, and then hands out in front of you. Just allow the bottom to come down towards the heels, doesn't matter where it comes to, and just starting to open into the hips. So if you want to, swaying side to side, noticing the feeling from the right hip to the left hip, any tightness in one more than the other, and just connecting with your breath. So inhaling in all the way down towards the hips, exhaling out, maybe allowing yourself to soften slightly more into the pose. Inhaling in, exhaling out. And then just starting to move, so bringing the hands nice and wide on the mat. As you inhale, rising up, coming forwards, we're going to come through to our extended cobra position. So arms are nice and straight, and if you need to move the hands to come into position, that's fine. Just allowing that stretch across the front of the hips, up into the shoulders, toes pointing towards the back of the mat. And then as we exhale, you're going to push back to that child's pose. So come in between the two poses. Exhale to release all the way back. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale to release. And inhale to come forwards. Doming through the spine, pulling the belly button in, allowing yourself to relax into that position. Good. And then from there, coming back, we're going to come to our down dog. So tucking the toes under, lifting the knees off the floor, sending the chest towards the thighs to start with, and then releasing the bottom towards the sky. Keeping a bend in the back of the legs is fine. Pressing the ground away with the hands and walking the dog out left and right. So really starting to find some mobilization through the ankles. If you've been running, stretching them out, stretching through the calves, up into the hamstrings. And if you want to sway that dog from side to side, really feeling into that down dog position. From there, bringing the left foot into the middle of the mat. Inhale, our right leg lifts towards the sky, our three-legged dog. Stretching the leg away, pushing the heel away, keeping the space in the shoulders, pressing into the hands. As you exhale, rounding through the spine, bring the knee towards the nose, step the foot towards the front of the mat. If you need to help it along, that's fine. Finding that long lunge position. So just here, taking a moment in that lunge position, stretching the chest forward. So often we dome through the spine, trying to extend through the chest, all the way through the back. Making sure the right knee is over the right ankle, pushing back onto that left heel, finding a nice stretch across the front of the left hip. And from there, we're just going to pulse in and out of the lunge. So as we exhale, sending the bum high, straightening through the front leg. Inhale, coming back down to that lunge. Remember, chest is coming forwards. Exhale to release. Inhale again into the lunge. Exhale to release. If you've got any blocks at home, using them here to maybe take yourself a little deeper into the position. Trying to keep our back nice and long. Inhaling and exhaling. Really think about pulling that right hip back, left hip forwards. Trying to keep nice and straight through the hips. And then from there, moving the blocks to the side if you've used them. Hands come down to the mat. You're going to send that right foot back to meet the left. Again, that down dog position. Pedaling feet like right to left. Notice the feeling in the right hip, the left hip. And again, being mobile in that down dog is fine. Especially after a run, we want to keep the body moving a little bit. This time we're going to take our right leg back up towards the sky. And you're going to bend the knee and open the hip. So sending the right toes over, looking under your left armpit, maybe you can see them.
Trying to keep nice and straight through the arms. So try not to twist too much into that pose, stacking right hip on top of left. Taking some figure of 8 moves. So as you square off the hips, bring that right knee in through the body to the left elbow, over to the right elbow, back up again, finishing that figure of 8, nice circle at the top, and again, into the left elbow, right elbow, all the way back up. This time, nice and slow, come into our pigeon pose. So we're going to take that right knee to our left elbow, to our right elbow, and then placing the shin down onto the floor. Coming through that figure of 8 allows a lot more opening through the hip and potentially a bit deeper into that pigeon pose. So setting up for our pigeon, make sure the back leg's extended along the mat, toes nice and straight. Coming up high into the pigeon to start with. Hands onto your hips, just making sure they're nice and steady. Option to place one of the blocks under the right bum cheek. Sometimes that allows a little bit more stability in the pose, allows you to become a little bit deeper into the pose. And the shin can be parallel along the mat, or it can be back like mine. Depends what feels best for you in the pose. So we're pressing into that right foot. The more active we can be in the ankle, the more we bypass the knee joint, send the stretch right down into the right hip. Hands can come in front of you. Maybe we're lifting up, and maybe this is where your pigeon pose is. If you want to, as we exhale, we come down onto the elbows. Again, just noticing if the back starts to round, keeping that back nice and straight, chest is coming forwards. And if you want to come any further, we're coming all the way down onto the ground. So just picking the option that feels right for you. And again, remembering pressing into that right foot, keep that ankle nice and active. Really send the stretch into the right hip. Good. From there, coming out of the pose. So come up first onto your fingertips, removing the block if you've placed one there. Shuffling that left knee forward, nice and slow. Quite a deep stretch on the right hip, so let's come out of it nice and slowly. Take the right knee to meet the left, sway in the body side to side. Good. From there, coming back to our down dog, taking that sequence through on the left-hand side. So again, a couple of pedals left and right in the down dog. Noticing the difference between the right and left after moving that through on the right-hand side. And then this time, right foot comes to the middle, left leg lifts our 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, step the foot towards the front of the mat. Finding that long lunge position. Again, take a moment in that position to really find your stability through the pose. Right knee, left knee is on top of left ankle. Right heel pushing back. Find that stretch all the way down the front of the right hip. And then we're going to pulse through that move. So as we exhale, sending the bottom high, straightening through the front leg. Inhale back to our lunge. Think about bringing that chest forward. Exhale to release. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale to release. Holding that stretch. Again, using the blocks if you want to, or coming slightly higher out of the pose. Finding the stretch all the way down the back of the leg. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Trying to keep the spine nice and long. And then from there, hands come to the floor. Send that left foot back to meet the right, finding your down dog. Coming to our pigeon pose on the left-hand side. Inhale, left leg lifts towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. So the left toes are coming over this time. The left hip is stacking on top of the right. Pressing into both hands, opening up through that left hip. Taking those figures of 8. So as you exhale, left knee comes into right elbow, left elbow, all the way back up. A nice big circle at the top. Right elbow, left elbow, all the way back up. And then this time nice and slow. Coming over to the right elbow, taking it to the left elbow, and then placing the left shin down. And you might notice this really different on this side. Maybe the shin becomes more parallel with the mat. Maybe this hip feels much more open. Just notice those differences in the body. So again, we're looking back at the back leg, making sure the toes are pointing towards the end of the mat, placing the block under the left bum cheek if you want to. Maybe this time we don't need it. Hands come wide, lifting the chest up. Maybe staying here in our pigeon. Maybe coming down onto the elbows. Again, option to use a block here if you want to. Or maybe coming all the way down towards the floor. Remembering that active ankle I talked about on the other side, so pressing that left foot into the ground. Making sure we're sending that stretch all the way down into the hip, bypassing the knee. And take a couple of inhales in, exhales out. Good. From there, coming out of the pose, nice and slowly, coming up onto the fingertips, shuffling the right knee in, left knee comes to meet it, and just sway the body side to side. And then just spreading the feet wide, taking the knees to the edges of the mat, walk your fingertips back in, coming into our yogi squat. So your yogi squat may be up on your toes. The heels may not come anywhere near the floor. That's fine. Maybe swaying that squat from side to side. Option to place the right hand in front of the right knee, left arm lifts, twist, opening towards the left. Option to take the left hand down, right arm lifts, twist towards the right. Good. Option just to hold that squat pose, feeling into those hips, maybe feeling the stretch through the back of the calves. And then from there, just taking the hands down, come down onto your bottoms, shuffling forwards to the middle of the mat. Last pose, just take our soles of our feet together, knees out to the side. And it may be that you want to bring your feet further to make a bigger diamond. It may be that you want to bring the heels closer towards you. Our Tri-Konasana, our bound angle pose. Hands go round the toes. Inhale nice and high. Exhale, release forwards. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to release. Good. Coming from there, just take yourself down onto the mat. So soles of the feet flat to the floor and roll yourself down onto the mat. Legs can be extended towards the end of the mat, or if you want to, taking them back to that Tri-Konasana and just ending your practice with a few moments onto the mat. Let everything sink into the body. Let the hips relax, the lower back relax. Good. Then when you're ready, just coming back to seated. And there is the end of your practice.